When you think about it, if every point of consciousness standing in every situation were preferring something and Source was answering every preference, then wouldn't the whole be better off? So how is it that you got in competition with one another? How is it that you came to believe that if he gets what he wants, somehow I'm deprived of what I want? Why do you put yourself in competition for the same prize when the resources are infinite? In fact, the resources expand exponentially to the percentage or the perfection of your desire. When you want it, if this time-space reality has given you the facility to desire it, to identify it, to want it, this time-space reality has the facilities to provide it for you in manifestation. You couldn't want it if it wasn't possible to get it, you see. So when you understand that you are not in competition for any resources at all, you never say, well, I have been well for the last 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. I've been well for as long as I can remember. So I'm going to be sick for the next 10 years and allow some poor sick person to have my share of wellness. You don't do that, do you? Why not? Because you don't see the relationship between your receiving of the wellness and their not receiving of it. You don't think you're sucking up the wellness. And yet, relative to abundance or money, you often think that the rich guy's getting more than his fair share. So you want to chop up the pie and distribute it evenly, only to discover that it all ends up back in his pile again really soon. So you divide it all up and spread it all out evenly again, and it all ends up over in his pile again very soon. And you say, what's going on? I must not be worthy. And we say, no, you're just beating the drum of not enough money. He's beating the drum, money comes easily to me. He's beating the drum that says, they can't take it away from me as fast as I can earn it. He's beating the drum that says, this is an abundant universe and all good things come to me. And it's fun to figure out how to let it in. And I'm not taking score of my well-being by my money. I'm taking score of my well-being by how good I feel. And this is really fun. I'm really enjoying the money flowing into my experience. There's a poor guy over here saying, you've got all the money. You've got all the money. How come you've got all the money? Why do you think he's got all the money? You get a few billion people complaining that he's got all the money. Sure, he's going to get all the money. In other words, the things you vote most against, you're really voting for the other side. When you vote against somebody, when you push really hard against something that you do not want, you're holding yourself in vibrational discord to something that you do want. In other words, you help the other guy win over and over and over and over in pushing against what you do not want. Well, this has been fun. We are eager to talk with you about anything that is important to you. We want to help you to realize that you are the creator, that you are the vibrational attractor, that you have guidance within you, and we will show you how to move up the emotional scale. Can you separate the pain that you're feeling in your body from the emotion that you're having about it? Is it possible to hurt in your body and feel hopeful? It is. And when you separate the emotion from the physical action state of being, is it possible to be bound in traffic that is not moving at all and be happy? Or when you're bound in traffic that is not moving at all, to just owe it to the world to be frustrated out of your mind? Frustrated out of your mind, practice it often enough, and you will be bound in traffic everywhere you go, even where there usually is not traffic that is binding. The universe will find a way of helping you to rendezvous. You'll brush your teeth just that much longer. You'll take that one more phone call, or you'll forget what you're doing and turn left instead of right, and you'll find yourself right in the middle of what you've been practicing vibrationally. But if you're sitting in traffic and you're enjoying what you're hearing on the radio or on your tape player, if you are sitting in traffic and you're singing with your kids, looking at the flowers out the window, making the best of your moment, making peace with where you are and choosing your vibration rather than letting the conditions choose your vibration. In other words, you're doing your own thinking. You're not just responding to conditions. You're thinking in spite of conditions or along with conditions. Can you feel the difference? When you start thinking, regardless of the conditions will change. But if you only think about the conditions, nothing can change for you. You see it, you comment on it. You see it, you think about it. You see it, you tell others about it. You see it, you remember it. You see it, you comment on it. You see it, you tell others about it. And then it actualizes around you and you say, well, it's true. Shouldn't I tell the truth? And we say there are plenty of truths that make your heart sing and plenty of truths that make you feel sad. Tell the truths that make your heart sing and ignore the rest. Easier said than done, we know, but that is your work. Your work is to care so much about the way you feel that you are not willing to put up with anything that doesn't feel good. Not anything. Not a squeal in your sound system. Not a nagging wife. Nothing. Don't put up with anything that doesn't feel good. Find a way around it. Find a way to make it feel better to you.